Now, why am I getting echoes of power when I haven't even dropped that low yet?
A motley group of redcaps guards the gate ahead. It's strange that a noble of the summer court would retain those violent, unpredictable creatures as servants. The barracks have been overrun by redcaps. They appear to be making themselves at home by smashing the furnishings.
I smashed them faster.
The sprawling courtyard seems deserted. A lone tower looms ahead. Lord Xavier will likely be found inside. A furious flutter of wings greets your ears as you enter the shop. Some angry-looking pixies menace the slumped form of an old woman in the corner. What can I do for you, Outlander? Lady Whitelily has requested that you find her a snack. A frivolous request, it seems. Yet, in the Feywild, small promises may have strange consequences. A curious tree stands here by itself. A single, brilliantly red apple hangs from one of its branches. With a quiver of excitement, the tree drops the apple at your feet.
Hey! Successful social skill. No combat. That's the whole point of the social skill.
What can I do for you, Outlander? My part in this story is done. Time to rest. This storehouse is occupied by a very energetic chest. It gapes at you with a big, toothy grin and speaks.
Letters that sinks.
Approach, friends! I am Riddlelock! Come, let us talk!
The tower is sealed. A true friend may enter. A true friend may enter.
As you reach for the door, a swirling torrent of snowflakes envelops you. Yet, you aren't harmed. You don't even feel cold. A peculiar dog guards this door, all by itself. Or so it seems. Eladrin guards wearing the garb of the summer court await you in this room. One of them holds up a hand to hail you.
Strangers, I would parley before we come to blows. You may step forward in safety to speak.
You are faced with an unavoidable battle with the Eladrin. You have chosen to stay your blows and spare their lives, even at the risk of your own. More redcaps. These look like they had fresh blood on their weapons. Most of these Eladrin appear to be victims of the redcaps. Whoever has replaced Greymoss must be desperate now. You have reached the top of the tower, where a regal Eladrin silently awaits your approach. He appears to be alone.
Yes, you fool! I'm still here! But your precious Greymoss is dead, trusting idiot. Who told you the Prince of Frost wanted you dead, Me? Who said these Outlander dotes were his tools? Yeah, me. But it was you who was supposed to die willingly on their blades, as a distraction while I do Hearsome's bidding. But no, guess I just have to tell you all myself now.
The hag's form splits into several mirror images. You'll need to watch closely to see which one is the real threat. The hag dies, screeching to the last. After a moment, the Viscount rises to his feet and blurts,
Who was that? What's going on? I demand an explanation!
Nice. Loot first. Oh, well, I got it anyway. Didn't have to transfer it anywhere. So that means the other one can go to the other artificer. That's a nice replacement for... what does it look like? Nah. Alright. Not too bad. Sir Pifflegust, what's going on? I'll bring her back.
You enter the grove the villager told you about and spot a small encampment in the distance. Perhaps
Well met, travelers!
a hearty voice calls as you approach.
Are you here to help us slay the great beast?
Nah.
There it sits, menacingly.
The night whispers to you.
Talk to me about a plan. I'm glad you believe me.
She tells you.
More than you'll ever know. Now, bring your courage to the fore.
You find your confidence well placed. Spindly legs rise from the dirt, and the windmill lurches forward. Creatures spring up around you, rushing to defend the windmill. The windmill seems undaunted by your weapons and spells. The strange gemstone seems to be protecting this creature from spells and weapons. A creature sporting an unusual gemstone seems to be avoiding you. The gemstone cracks, and the windmill shudders. A creature sporting an unusual gemstone seems to be avoiding you. Another gemstone cracks, and the windmill shakes violently. gemstone cracks once more.
The windmill rumbles deeply, then falls still.
The magic that brought it to life seems to have left it.
Thank you.
The old knight says.
Your trust in me brought us victory this day. You've earned a reward.
She continues.
But speak with me if you'd like to help a little further. Somehow, I feel the culprit is still nearby.
His disguise is foiled. The gnome sends his pets forward to attack.
Never again will he pose a threat.
The knight tells you.
Ooh. Good things. Tiny hammer for somebody. Now, that would be a good weapon for one of our A-side team members. However, rules as written, the rules I'm going by that I made up myself, they're not going to the A-side because A-side is free to play and this came from pay to play. So this is going to someone on B-side, probably, maybe. But who? I might just sit in the bank forever.
It's not clear whether this structure was meant to be a shelter, a temple, or just a decorative addition to the view. Within the distance of just a few short steps, the temperature plummets and snow covers the ground. Whatever caused this sudden change in the climate surely wasn't natural. Ahead lies Bitterspine Palace, home to the Baron and Baroness Bitterspine, and one of the many holdings of the Prince of Frost.
You have arrived at Bitterspine Palace, home of one of the Prince of Frost's vassals. You proceed with caution. Whether you're expected by the Baroness or not, the Prince of Frost's cold reputation is known throughout the Feywild. The Prince of Frost stands before a throne overlooking the crowded ballroom, the Baroness beside him. However, the third throne on the dais stands empty. The air chills as the Archfey points a finger toward you.
Why have you disturbed me with your presence, Outlander?
If I may, my prince, says the Baroness, a connection in the summer court sent word of the Outlander's arrival. I have granted them an audience with you. I assure you, they will not disturb the ball. You're told that Osha loathes extravagant parties such as this one. He's likely to be avoiding the crowd somewhere, perhaps out on the windward balcony. You hear a bell chime in the ballroom as you pull this lever.
Whew.
The head waiter will unlock the door to the treasure vault if you take care of an ice spider that the Prince of Frost conjured to keep sleepy waitstaff on their toes. The door to the treasure vault is bolted shut. Perhaps one of the waitstaff knows how to get inside. As soon as you shut your eyes, you hear a cold chittering. When you open it, the ice spider is already upon you. The ice spider shatters and dissolves into a snowy mist. Now that the creature has been destroyed, the head waiter will unlock the treasure vault for you. Grateful that the ice spider is no longer around to nip at his staff's heels, the head waiter gladly opens the door to the treasure vault. Water elementals flood out of the treasure vault to confront the intruders. You hear a bell chime in the ballroom as you pull this lever. You notice a bizarre painting depicting the Wintertide ballroom. To your surprise, you're able to step through it and into the ballroom itself. Squire Icebrook asks you to bring an urgent message to the Baroness. For reasons he will not divulge, this must remain a secret from the Prince of Frost. The Baroness refuses to take your message in front of the Prince and all her guests. She tells you to meet her downstairs in the wine cellar. A wave of relief washes over the Baroness's face as she scans the letter. The Baron is alive and safe, but whatever he got himself into has kept him away from home. Squire Icebrook promised to give you something older than the palace as payment for delivering his message to the Baroness. Getting a rendition of an old folk song wasn't exactly what you had in mind. This door leads out to the windward balcony. From the dim gems on either side, you can see that it has been sealed to prevent guests from following Osha outside. The court advisor stares off into the distance. At the sound of your footsteps, he jolts, turns around, and lets out a dejected sigh. Osha scoffs at you and refuses to hand over the Aurora Garden key. Just as you open your mouth to reply, he attacks. Osha collapses to the floor. You grab the Aurora Garden key as he fades away. He'll wake up a little dazed on the plane of air, without any hard feelings, you hope. You step out into the snowy garden. A peculiar patch of grass grows in its center, along with a flower that emanates a magical, chilly aura. The flower crumples away into nothing in the palm of your hand, and instantly regrows in the soil. The newly sprouted flower glows blindingly for a moment, and, unexpectedly, a shockwave rocks the palace. To your surprise, the ballroom is now covered in twisting vines and familiar flowers.
I thought I eradicated those flowers a millennia ago, but now they're everywhere.
Snarls the Prince of Frost.
Outlander, you will fix this, or I'll turn you into a block of ice.
Lady Lazuli informs you that there were only 2 Eladrin nobles she didn't recognize in attendance tonight. She knows who can tell you more. The Snowdrift, the resident social butterfly of the Prince of Frost's court.
Uh-oh. I'm starting to fall asleep.
The Snowdrift tells you that Lord Beryl was last seen slinking off to the kitchen in search of a fresh bottle of wine. Then he shoos you out of his crowd of adoring nobles. Lord Beryl says that Dame Allegra has gone to explore the Prince of Frost's quarters. Speaking with her is the next step in solving this plant puzzle. A group of palace guards stand at attention in front of the Prince of Frost's quarters. You'll have to defeat them in order to enter. An Eladrin noble stands at the base of the stairs that lead to the Prince of Frost's quarters. This must be Dame Allegra, the mysterious newcomer you're looking for. Dame Allegra saw a hooded stranger plant the frosted cerise in the garden. She bids you to follow her there, so she can help you search for clues about the culprit. A frost giant snores on the floor of this chamber. Clearly, he didn't think anyone would dare to intrude in the Prince of Frost's private quarters. You find yourself in a surprisingly sparse chamber. But even in such a bare room, you know there must be something hidden inside. The spout on this fountain turns like a door handle. A secret passage slides open along the back wall. Hidden away in this room stands a sculpture of a woman. Its plaque reads, "Oh my love, in ice will survive." The Prince of Frost had hidden a journal inside a sphere of light. The journal details memories of his long-lost love. die thousands of years. As you drop the journal, the frost giant bursts into the room, along with a squad of red-capped guards. The frost giant collapses onto the floor with a heavy thud.
Yeah.
A growth of blossoming vines has sprung up around the door. When you get close, some of the green comes to life. Dame Allegra stands in the center of the garden. She lets out a low chuckle.
How did you like my little prank? It was good fun. Riling up that gloomy prince always entertains my master here some.
Allegra transforms before your eyes. You recognize her new form as Cadence, the night hag, who caused such trouble for the gatekeepers back in Stormreach.
Happy to see me, dearie. Good. It'll be for the last time.
Cadence pants.
I think that's enough taunting for one day. I'll let my pretty petals finish you off.
With a mad cackle, she vanishes. In her place, a shambling mound rises to attack. The mass of flowers and vines crumbles into ash, yet it leaves behind one last frosted cerise flower. You pluck the frosted cerise flower from the snow. This time, the bloom stays in the palm of your hand, instead of crumpling away into nothing. Return to the Baroness to tell her what happened. Though the prince himself would never admit to it, the Baroness tells you he is in your debt for thwarting the Night Hag's scheme. And now that you have the frosted cerise, you're one step closer to waking Lord Arden.
Alright, Moscato, what you got for me? Repeater with a red slot, nice. Alright, that's it for this part of the recording. Thank you for watching.